Yes, sir. You feel me? Hey, and I peeped on the last one. I wasn't on the mic, so you feel me? Well, not all the time. Like I wasn't on the mic how I was supposed to be. So you feel me? I'm about to be present this time. You feel me? It's the second episode, 2024 live pod. We got the GOAT. You feel me? We got the GOAT, the investment GOAT in here. You feel me? Terry Arter, stock trader T. You feel me?
What's happening?
Minorities making millions.
I know what time it is.
This right
Ain't
here.
up the thing. Man, how you feeling coming into 2024, man?
Bro,
You feel me?
I'm up the most I ever been in a year right now in 2 weeks. So
Okay.
it's gonna be a crazy year.
So you ended the last year in a good spot too.
Yeah, I ended the last year, so I missed my 6-figure mark, but
Okay.
we're gonna hit it this month.
Okay, man. I was watching this interview. Cat Williams said he the richest he ever been because.
I just reposted it on Instagram. Right now.
How you feel about
I
that?
just
Though? What
reposted
do
it on
that
Instagram.
say to you?
Because I really wake up and I feel
First
like
off, could you tell him what he said too? Could you?
No, I'm gonna read it. I
Okay,
got it.
okay,
I
go
just
ahead.
reposted that on Instagram, and that's crazy.
That's
you said
money.
that because I felt that. No, he said, I'm one of the richest people who ever lived. I wake up in the morning, no matter where I am, I don't need nothing. Whatever I need is right around me, and whatever I don't have is because I don't have it. I want y'all to understand. He said because you don't need everything.
You don't
Right.
though.
I can go cop a Porsche tomorrow if I wanted to, or a Vet, or another chain, whatever the case may be. But what value is it adding to me? I cop things value based, and that's going to impact me in a different type of level. So I'm just blessed to even be in this position because I've been broke a lot of
Facts,
times
bro.
in my life.
Fact.
You get what I'm saying? I was listening to you earlier, and you were saying I'm in my prime, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think you know what your prime is yet.
Bro, I'll be saying no prime, no peak, bro. Like, there's no
Well,
prime, there's no peak, bro. It's constantly
Say
24/7
that
you're
again.
in your prime, bro.
Say that again. They waiting for
24/7.
Bron to fall off, and he's still going.
You
crazy.
know what's crazy about you saying that though? It was like a deja vu moment when I said that. Cause I remember saying that 2 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in my prime. Like I remember saying that before. Like, and now I feel like I'm in my prime. So that really speak to what you said. Like, it ain't or what he said too. Like, it ain't no prime, no peak. You gotta just keep going, keep your head down.
You gonna keep going up.
Because, you know, it's funny. They be saying it's like, what, 25 years? Yo, to reach your full maturity or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, I just turned 24. I gained 20 pounds in like 3 months. But I'm getting my grown man weight. And this low-key beastie, though. I'm like, I'm still growing, bro.
Grown
Like,
man, Bob.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy though, cause like you was talking about, you been broke before. You feel me?
Oh,
And now
yeah.
you at the point where you could buy something like just off of strength of wanting it, but you don't need everything, like you said. And being broke, it give you insight on what is necessity.
Say that again.
Because
That's a
home and you know, the friendships or the love that you got around you, that's what's really needed for real. Like, you start to see the things like vanity, the things that people be slaves to, like Porsches and designer. I don't
Facts.
bring you none of the stuff that you need. And when you
Facts.
broke, you realize what you need. So that's important that you said that.
If y'all look up research, homeless people are the happiest people in the world because they can go wherever they want because they have no home and they don't have tied down to anything. They don't have any bills. They don't have any pressure on them because all their pressure is I got to find something to eat. They go figure that out. You're a human. You have to eat. You have to sacrifice something. So homeless people are happy. But a lot of people look at it. We look down on homeless people like, oh, you going through it. No, we going through it. Right. We got pressure. We think because, we got these items and these bills and, you know, these certain type of things. We're comparing ourselves to other people to actually level up. But homeless people have no comparison. How can a homeless person compare? Oh, I live in a better area of town than you. You can't compare that.
Right.
Because you can go over there and sleep if that's your
I can come over there whenever I please.
and look, that's where they got it better at because they not in the rat race. Like, for example,
Facts.
we calling them homeless. Whole time they like, nah, this my home. The earth my home. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
We low-key in a motherfucking...
It's like they home full almost.
Exactly. And they see this shit how it's supposed to be. Like, I be seeing these niggas on High Street. These motherfuckers be living off the street, nigga. Like, I done seen these niggas for years. Like, I
Comfortable.
dap these niggas up sometimes. Like,
It's so crazy, bro, because when you think about it from the perspective, he just said, homeless people, they don't have the problems that we created for ourselves.
Ooh, say that again. That's a bar.
They don't have the problems that we created for us.
oh, push it back. Like that.
He's saying bring it towards your face.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. You should be smart. Yeah, though, like, like homeless people, they don't have these created issues. He was just talking about the rat race. when we wake up and we want to, oh, I ain't trying to eat no egg sandwich today. I want to go get some shrimp and grits. Like, that's
Yeah.
a created issue. Like, you
No,
didn't
that's
have to spend
facts.
$15 on your breakfast.
No,
You
that's
could have ate
facts.
breakfast for $2. You feel me? But
Right.
you created that issue. Now you're gonna see that deficit later on in the week when you down on your lowest. You feel me? Like,
Exactly.
but you didn't have to.
And people try to. I always say this: comparison is the killer of all joy, right? Because at the end of the day, you're looking at how someone else is living, and then you try to focus on, okay, they living like that. Why am I still here? Somebody that's in your same age bracket that you possibly went to school with is doing better than you. It's a marathon. It's not a race. You know how many people I done lapped that then went to school with me that in a position that wouldn't even looked at me. It gave me the opportunity, but it's like, okay, this your time. I'm gonna clap for you while it's your time because my time gonna come.
Hey, and they marathon wasn't as long as your marathon.
Exactly.
Like, that was the end of their race back then.
Say
It's
it
so
again.
many people that peaked in high school, and there's so many people that didn't get started until after high school.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Real
so
shit.
we clapping for you right now, but 2 years from now you gonna be, you feel me, at your, or not in your prime. I ain't gonna say you can't get back there, but a lot of people fall out of it. You feel me? A lot of people fall off before they even. A lot of other people even get to start. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
facts.
So-
And
They
like
get-
I remember last part you said like it's hard to maintain what you got. They're not maintaining their
Yeah.
peakness. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah, no, it's because here's the thing: when you get comfortable, you get lackadaisy. You don't care anymore. It's like, oh, I'm the man right now. But that you don't understand that your life can change in a matter of seconds. Somebody, listen, I go to the office on a weekend because I tell people you got to work as hard as somebody want my spot right now.
Oh God.
You got to work twice as hard as me. So if you ain't going to the weekends in the office and you clubbing and stuff, you not gonna beat me at what I do. You got to think about the league, right? Right. Everybody comes into the league and they always compare the number one draft pick to he's the next LeBron. They said when Baya is the next LeBron, he's gonna take over the league. But they said that about Zion Williams
Yeah.
a few years ago.
Yeah,
It's
every
always somebody looking to take that spot. But LeBron still got that spot because you're not putting in enough work as LeBron.
Yeah, you're not gonna put
You
it
get what
in
I'm
no
saying?
Real
And
shit.
y'all gotta understand that is when Kobe bowed out, he knew LeBron had the league. Why would I bow out and somebody don't got the league? He knew, okay, LeBron going to the championship more times than me. This is the 8th time in a row he's going. It's not my time anymore. Let me pass the torch to him. When somebody come take my spot, I'll pass the torch to
Right.
you. But as of right, I got right now, and I'm gonna live for right now, and I'm gonna keep going up every year.
And that's so important you say that, because like I think of us, like everybody in this room right now, like people watch us and see what point we gotten ourselves to, get inspired by it, and want to do the exact same thing. So if somebody watching your steps strategically and they following it, it's a chance that they could do it better than you. You know what I'm saying? So when they get to the point that you at, they know what work it took to get them to that point. They could be outperforming you. So like he said, you got to continue to do the work to maintain your position. Just because you got there, that's not enough. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because that could be taken from
Exactly.
you if you're not maintaining your
That's
craft.
facts.
And you got to know how to like use the competition to your advantage. Damn near. Like for example, man, we birthed the podcast, and we was even talking about it. He was like, "Damn, these niggas are sons," type shit. But they couldn't keep up. Exactly like that. Where's that podcast at to this day? Like no thanks to them, but like
That's facts.
that
facts.
shit. We gotta look at it like that. Like we was the real podcast all along. We knew it, but like it just took the time and the effort to really show that's what we wanted to do. Like
Yeah, like you look at the NBA, right? Every rookie that comes into the league, they're like, "Oh man, I made it to the league." You think you made it? It's not about that first check. It's about that second check. It's not about, "Oh, I made it to." You have a rookie contract for a reason. Okay, you made it. I'm gonna sign you to this 4-year. But think about that max deal. Why can't a rookie come in and get a max deal? Because you got to prove yourself once you make it to the league. I've started this game with so many entrepreneurs who don't even have Instagrams anymore because they fell off. They understand. Listen, when 2020 came, so many entrepreneurs came about, and it birthed a lot of people that had companies, right? So a lot of people were like, "Oh, I'm doing this." You had no choice because the 9-to-5 era, they was laying a lot of people off. So you had no choice but to become an entrepreneur. Now a lot of those people are like understanding that it's harder than what we thought. It's about longevity. So even the people who are still on right now outbeat the people that made more than them because overall, over time, I'm gonna make more money than you, or I'm gonna last longer than you because you didn't take the opportunity that you had at that current moment.
And it's so crazy because he spoke on rookies in the NBA. He also spoke on Zion Williamson. You feel me? We ain't seen him make no progression since he been in the league. Somebody he played alongside in college, RJ Barrett, ain't made no progression since he been in the league. So it's like you gotta be able to maximize the position that you're in. You feel me? And make the most out of that at the time. You feel me? And continue to maintain what you got. Because if you don't continue to rise, it don't matter if he didn't have the same name you had coming out of college. 5 years into the league, he could get paid more than you because he's doing more than you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all it takes.
That's facts.
Right, because Ja was really working harder than that nigga. He took his Roy from him, which was
What?
crazy. Like,
Facts.
he's still going crazy.
I think Ja is a prime example of when you get to a certain point in success. Like I said, I was in my prime, but that's because like I feel comfortable saying no to things that I usually wouldn't say no to. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's a girl trying to come chill with me, whether it's somebody trying to get me to come out at night or something. Like I'm trying to get my rest when you know what I'm saying? Like I'm devoted to the things that are reinforcing the health in me. So I'm not doing stuff that's unhealthy to me. I feel like Ja Morant, his downfall, like he wasn't focused on the main goal either. Even though he was working harder at his craft, you feel me? You was still too caught up into
Trying to be,
Yeah,
NBA
like-
young boy.
But if you look at it, you give a kid millions and millions of dollars. What are you gonna do? I came out of high school or college, and I'm in the league, and you can't tell me nothing. I got millions and millions of dollars. There's nothing I've already made it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because nobody else is gonna get this opportunity. So I think when he understood that he possibly could lose it all, because he didn't. This is why mentorship is important. Because some people come around and they get these opportunities and then they fall off because they weren't around the right people. Your friends will, oh, you made it, we made it. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And it's like, what?
I
We
think
made it.
I think sometimes you gotta lose it to like really appreciate it. I remember this one time like with the camera stuff, I wasn't really taking it serious, but my shit like start falling apart. Like the whole shit start falling apart. I'm like, but it's like I wasn't appreciating it, so it wasn't. I couldn't keep up with it, so it wasn't even keeping up with me type shit.
No, that's facts. And when you lose it, that's when you realize, do you want it or not? How bad do you want this? Because if Ja Morant, I tell people all the time, love is conditional. If Ja Morant falls up, who gonna love you? He thrives off that love that he gets from so many people. If you walk into a grocery store and you're not being noticed, or they're looking at you like, hey, you're that guy that made it to Memphis and you fucked it all up. How could you do that? Now you go into depression, and now you just another black man that dropped the ball. Look at Gilbert Arenas. You had everything at your feet,
Man,
and you bought some guns in the locker room, and now the days you talking about how you're better than all these new athletes that's coming on, but you just a hater.
Probably was. But
Yeah,
you ain't get to show that.
You didn't get
took that from yourself. You took that opportunity to show that from yourself.
exactly. So when we look at the aspect of everything in growth is, if you feel like it's your time now, like you said, I'm in my prime, capitalize on that. You can't. I wake up every morning and I'm like, all right, I gotta go get it. I have to impact, or I have to change something in order for me to stay ahead of it. Because this person, if y'all listen to, I don't know if y'all listen to J. Cole, but I used to listen to J. Cole when I was broke. Break this down. It was J. Cole when I was broke. His first album, A Dollar and a Dream. I know it's called The Sideline Story. I apologize. It's called The Sideline Story. And I had posted this the other day, and it's a Jay-Z quote on there. He said, it's a nigga right now, man, and he in the middle of the kitchen, and he eating some cereal, and he writing some shit. He want my spot. He said, I'm going to find him, and I'm going to sign him. Now, people think like, oh, you gonna help him out? No, Jay-Z said, I'm going to sign him, because if I don't sign him, he going to pass me.
Exactly.
He going to pass me. So I'm going to put him in this place right here where I can help him grow, but it's just going to impact my legacy at the same. Because J. Cole, if somebody else would have found J. Cole, then I would have had Jay-Z comparisons. Cause
Y'all think like sometimes they'll sign them, but hold them back type shit.
for sure. J. Cole said my deal couldn't even get him a Happy Meal. He signed him for something that was super cheap. But that humbled J. Cole because he realized the jewelry and stuff didn't mean anything. So he didn't get caught up in the aspects, I need a chain, I need a watch. Mm-hmm. He got caught up in I love my craft because I will do this. Ken, I was talking to you about this earlier. I only want to surround myself around people who love what they do. I don't care what you do, as long as you love what you do, and if I need you to add value to me, I know you'll do it for free. And if you'll do it for free, I know at the end of the day that I can trust you. Mm-hmm. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
it's genuine.
It's genuine. I will trade stocks for no money all day because I love what I do. I love actually trading and seeing what I can do with it. Because so some background about me is I wasn't the best hooper. I wasn't the best at anything. I couldn't draw the best, couldn't write the best, whatever. But can't nobody out hustle me. And I knew that at a very young. I used to sell Pokemon cards in the 5th grade.
You just gotta want it. I used to do the same thing. So I used to take gun from the gas station, go to school, sell the gun. Like
Sell it.
everybody wanted gun. Like you got to do what you got to do. I know y'all want gun.
Yeah. You know, it's economics, supply and demand. I know you have something that you want, and I have something that you.
And that's what I was gonna ask you though, because I peep you said like J. Cole, like he just loved what he did. He even wrote about it, how he was probably getting paid. You know what I'm saying, like unfairly, but he took the deal anyway. My question is, if he had to redo that, do you advise him to still sign that deal or?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
guaranteed. Because even if it didn't work out, you got the shot. We don't get the shot sometimes, right? A lot of people don't get the shot. Did y'all know that LeBron was
That's
actually the
important.
second ranked player? Right.
Nah, I did not
Oh
know that.
nah, yeah, I did hear
Y'all
that.
didn't know LeBron was a second ranked player, right? It was a first ranked player. First ranked player was in NY. I forgot his name. Y'all can look this up. And he was caught up in a drug game because everybody knew that he was gonna make it. Y'all don't even know about him now. Now LeBron, but y'all know LeBron, right?
Exactly.
Some people don't get that shot. So if you get that shot, you got to take it. I read Charlamagne the God's book a long time ago. He said he met Swiss Beats. And Swiss Beats asked him, hey, if you ever need anything, let me know. If somebody ever tells y'all that, right on the spot, ask them for that
Take
favor.
advantage. Yeah.
Right on the spot.
Right now?
Right now. Because they may feel some type of way after. If you ask them, you may not be able to contact them or anything. Right then and there, I need this. Now they're obliged to do it.
Wow.
Because a man's gonna hold a correct man's gonna hold their word. Oh, you need that? Okay. Charlamagne, the guy asked him, hey, I want you to listen to my artist and sign him. Bro came over, supposed to be signed him. He was a one-hit wonder, but at the end of the day, he leveraged his connection in that favor to get his artist on.
I feel like what's true always gonna prevail. Like for example, they be trying to say like, oh, the deal and this and all that, the devil and all that. But it's like if I really love music, I'm doing what I love, like you said, that shit not gonna mean nothing. But like some niggas, like you said, they get their shit, fuck it up, then they start blaming other shit, and then I think that's why it's like you wasn't really doing what you loved anyways. Like
Right. No, that's facts. That's facts.
I think it's somebody out there. I think it's a young person out there that is saying certain things to them. Because I done been in that position. Like, I consider myself decent at music. I done been in a position where I said, you know what? If somebody nice was to hear my music and they want to sign me, I'm not signing. And that's me having ego and me saying, I don't want to be in this position or faced with, certain decisions. But going back to what you said, you don't get to pick what opportunity present itself because that may be the only opportunity that present itself. So I do think that was important that you said that because it's a lot of people that's thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Not sure where to align themselves or where to push themselves at. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff can be, terroristic kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like people could just be preying on your talent and trying to, you gotta beware of that stuff out here.
Yeah, you never gonna. Here's the thing, right? Like that goes back to the league. You're never gonna get paid what you're worth. You could be the best baller,
And you gotta do more. You gotta be worth more than what you're getting paid to get paid more.
exactly. Just think about it. How many people come into the league and like, oh, they got it, and they're getting paid less than these people. They're better than these people that's been in the league 3-4 years. But hey, you gotta show us that you can keep this longevity. You can show us that you can do this over time because it's not at the peak that you can do it. It's at how long can you do it for, right? So I think they said they gave LeBron the keys at 18 years old and let him take over the league. That they made the correct decision. Bro is in the league still playing at a
39.
high caliber.
play for more than 18 years in the league.
At a high caliber. And you get what I'm saying? That's what I be telling people. It's a marathon. It is not a race. It doesn't, like I'm saying, somebody may be better than you at what you do right now. That's fine. But they may not get that opportunity that you got because you're staying consistent. Consistency is the key. You know how many people that was trading stocks that, had a platform before me? I'm like, oh, okay, I'm watching you. I'm watching y'all's content. I'm watching what you're doing wrong. I'm clapping for you. But at the same time, it's like, all right, when I get my opportunity, when I got my opportunity, pedal to the metal. That's it.
That's what you got to do.
And there's so many different bags, bro. Because what's crazy is, for example, like Kawhi Leonard, he's way better than a lot of people in the league than for example, like a Kyle Kuzma or something. But since Kyle Kuzma has like more factors, he got the fashion and all this and that, he may get paid more than. So it's like a lot of different shit too. This was like, you just got to know your bag, I feel like, too, bro.
Oh, yeah, correct. A lot of people, just think about it. The NBA is a business. Wherever that bag go, I'm going because they don't care about you. They don't care. So you should, like, he plays for the Wizards. You know you're not getting a ring.
Right.
And I'm a Wizards fan.
You know you're not getting.
You
a ring.
know you're not getting a ring with the Wizards, but you can get that bag with the Wizards. So if I can provide for what's more important, me winning the ring, my legacy, or me provide for my family? So once you make that decision, then that's fine. LeBron already knew he was gonna get paid. LeBron knows I'm gonna get paid wherever I go, right? So why should he stay in Cleveland? And everybody hated him for that. Why should he stay in Cleveland? I'm gonna make money regardless. Let me go try to pursue something that means something to me versus everybody else. So how are y'all to scold a man that made a decision for his legacy?
And people don't even. You got to get in certain. You got to get in certain settings to even know what it looked like to be in there or know what the ins and outs is. Like Brown being on the Cavs back then, he was garnering so much money. Like he's literally worth so much that you can't go sign some help. So we was saying like, why they not putting no help around him? He costs too much money. Like we a small market team. We don't got it.
Right.
We don't have it. I'm sorry.
No, that's
you got to
facts.
play by yourself out here.
And
Ruby
if you-
Gibson got to help. Like,
Like,
he
come
got
on.
to do.
No, like I want y'all to really look at when LeBron left that city went to shambles. They had to keep that city up because LeBron was there and they knew people would travel to see
The
LeBron.
economy.
Not that kind of
The
economy,
economy, bro.
Yeah.
From one person. So that's why they paid him that money because, hey, these people coming to see LeBron. Our prices is worth more. You think when LeBron left, that mall shut down?
Oh, we could sell you $150 seats at the game. You could sell you a jersey for $500, nachos for $50. You feel me?
Okay.
All because of Brown.
Your restaurant went up if you had a picture with LeBron eating.
Hey.
I go there to a spot called Zanzibar. The first thing they always say, hey, LeBron used to eat here.
Sat right there. Yeah, but they never go. They gonna etch it in the seat. Yeah,
They got
Brown was
a
right.
cutout of that nigga.
That's facts.
No,
man.
so that's crazy though. Like you were saying, you came into the year, you doing better than ever, you know, in terms of business. How do you feel that you have to start moving differently as far as maintaining your position, but also not allowing anything from your past to, you know,
Oh
bring you
yeah.
back?
So what I like to do, bro, is I do this every year. So when I first ever got like some money, like or I got rich, right? I spent my New Year's in Fort Lauderdale. Went on the beach at New Year's. I prayed. I prayed God removed anything from my life that I hindered. You know, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. I know it's a higher power. In my opinion, no offense to anybody. But when I did that, I lost friends that I was with for 9 years. This is real. I lost friends that I was with for 9 years apiece. And I was questioning, like, why would you remove them from me? Like, but I'm here and they where they at. Not saying not knocking them where they at, but sometimes, a lot of times we got to understand is we're ordained to do something that we don't understand why we're ordained to do it. Have you ever felt like, you know, man, this is tugging me this way. I don't know why. Don't fight against yourself. Don't fight against your calling because at the end of the day, you just got to do it. Sometimes you walk across or you come across people that you're supposed to meet and you like, I wasn't even supposed to be there. You know, and at the end of the day, how I'm going to continue going up is because one thing about myself is I'm a genuine person. I'll treat the janitor like I treat the CEO. You get what I'm saying? And it's all respect across the guidelines because it's not what you can do for me, it's what I can do for you.
It's so I did want to say this though, because you said, you know, you prayed, and I think words is powerful. I think words, you know, it spells. You know what I'm saying? So you got to cast that good energy out there. But you said you wanted that negative energy removed from you, and you started losing friends. And you know, we got this this weird thing, like, dang, why I ain't around them no more, or why they don't hit me back, or why, you know what I'm saying? But Cat Williams said another thing. Why do you got a natural allegiance to losers? You know what I'm saying? And it's for some reason we be attached to the stuff that be taking us away from the main goal.
Not good. Yeah.
So you eliminate them factors and you eliminate that environment and you start meeting people that you were supposed to be meeting.
Like, bro, you wanna know something crazy, bro? So I remember I had my group from middle school, and I never forget, bro. Like I just remember this is like at that time in middle school, I was like, please, I just hope we all still friends like in high school.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we that next year none of us were cool. But it was good though because it was like I realized like these wasn't my niggas. Like these wasn't my niggas. These wasn't
had an
my
allegiance
niggas.
to
Like
losers,
then
though,
I got my niggas and I'm like these supposed to be my niggas. Like
Be your friend.
exactly now.
But peep this, Kev. Like, I think you only got a certain amount of like energy or space, however you want to put it. And when you like alleviate yourself of that certain space, it like what's supposed to come is gonna fill that space. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as I like separated myself from certain people, that's when I met Dre, then T, then Adrian, then whole MMM. Like you like. It's just certain things that's taking up certain energy. As soon as you let it go, it's going for a right reason. Something else gonna come in there.
Willing to let it go. A lot of
You
times
gotta surrender to
I read
it.
a post the other day and it was like, because I'm like, I take care of my family, you know, and I take care of my family because I told my dad I would. So my word is everything. But do I always agree with my family? No. Your family's not always for you. Some people like, oh, they your blood, but wasn't what happened with Simba? His uncle was Scar. Was he foreign? Sometimes your family will be a part of your downfall. You get what I'm saying? And y'all got to understand
That
something.
is facts.
You got to understand. No, this is real. Like, before I jumped in this stock game, there was so many people like, you can't do that. What are you doing? Like, you about to quit your job that you had at 6 years. Why would you do that? And I'm like, you know, they say, don't tell your dream to a small mind. You get what I'm saying? Everybody not going to see your vision. But as soon as I started paying everybody else's bills, or,
But yeah, soon as the stocks start busting, they like,
oh,
They start seeing it.
put me on. And it's like, nah, you went, what
you had the first opportunity.
You had the first opportunity.
They
Oh.
don't even see it like that.
what Drake say, you wasn't shooting with me in the gym.
Literally. And you didn't show me that you wanted to shoot in the gym. Because now that you see I'm making shots, you want to start putting shots up.
Yeah,
But
no,
you
pe-
feel me? It was a
people
point in
tell
time
you.
where you could have joined in on that.
People will tell you it's not gonna work until it worked. And then they say, I always believed in you. What?
And that make you think
You said what?
people just don't be having a strong belief anyway. People would say they believe in something, like, but I question people's belief, period, because if you're not gonna believe in yourself, you already don't believe in me. So that tells me a lot about how you feel about yourself. But if you're not gonna never chase nothing in life, you know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna never try nothing and fail at it, then that speaks to your belief in yourself. You know what I'm saying? At some point in life, you have to try something. You gotta be willing to fail. Going back to the last episode.
That's the thing. It's scared to. Oh man, you just said a bar. Like, here's the reason why I quit my job, right? Because I could always get another job, right? If I was to go back to work right now and I was to fall off, which it happens, I understand. I live like no one else would ever be able to experience. I've done everything you wish you could do. Because there's some people that's caught up in that space where they're like, you know, I need this, and it's not what you need to experience life. We got one life to live, right? If you don't catch that, listen, y'all, I just flew first class for the first time last year. Now, is it a necessity? No, it's not a necessity, but I got to experience it. I sat floor seats and realized I don't want to sit up higher no more. I want this same experience to sit on this floor. I took my guy to the game and sat in floor seats. Like, I want you to be able to experience this, because if you always imagine it and you don't take it, you'll never understand what it's like to live.
Yeah,
And you build like a detachment to it too.
I be saying like I really don't believe in fear. Like I think that that's kind of like the boogeyman. Like it's not real. Like because at the end of the day, like you said, even if you did have to go back to your job, you gain the experience. Like Gav, you got a song called Zero Losses. Like losing is not a real thing. You only gain something. You either
That's facts.
you gain the
Facts.
experience or you gain a lesson. Like there's
You
really
gain
no-
I say that all the time. A loss is a lesson. Like you can't tell me that I didn't look because I'm coming back harder. I'm very competitive, and at the end of the day, it's like I'm not scared to lose. Like I'm a bet on. Well, you know how many times I lost in the market? I lost $3,000 in the market before I ever made $1. You get what I'm saying? So I'm at my 9 to 5, like, oh no, this stock market stuff ain't about to work for me. It's $3,000.
I'm already 3,000 in the hole.
I'm in the hole.
Like,
But-
how I'm gonna convince somebody that this is what I'm supposed to be doing at that?
But then the next month I caught COVID, and then I had to lock in because I was at the crib. Now I made 10,000. It's like, hold up, this can work. And then I started going from there. Y'all got to understand. Look, if my advice to anybody is never be scared to fail, because what you doing now, you can always go back to doing, right? If it doesn't work, but it's no plan B for me. It's always a plan A. Plan A don't work. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna re-strategize how to do it. But you gotta be passionate about it. Because if you're not passionate about it, you're not gonna keep doing it. You get what I'm saying? If it feels as if it's a job, you're not gonna do it. I'll go back to consistency. Consistency is key. I had to wake up. Let me tell y'all something. It's not about your 9 to 5. It's about your 5 to 9. It's you have to go put in work that's not gonna technically pay you until it actually pays you.
it might be years too.
What?
That's why you gotta enjoy it.
And it's so crazy what y'all said too, or how we was talking about like you only got so much space. You know what I'm saying? Your 9 to 5 could be taking a lot of the space that you had to chase your dreams. You know what I'm saying? So, like he said, it's about your 5 to 9, but don't be afraid to quit that 9 to 5 if it's taking up too much of a void in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't chase your own dreams because of this, you can go get that wherever. You can quit this one and go get the other one just like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't get another life though. You only get one of these. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
man.
you gotta chase that shit. You don't want to wait 20 years to start chasing your own dreams type shit. Like
Exactly, because you can only be 20 once, bro.
Hey.
That's all I like.
That's a bore. No, that's a bore. No, I'm telling y'all, I've been broke 3 times in my life. I remember I had to choose between gas and I had to choose between food. You know what type of struggle that is? I said,
and you might gotta go with the gas low
Yeah,
key.
I had to go with the gas. I'm like, damn, I gotta let me go over to Shorty's crib and get some noodles. Shit, like
I know Shorty got me.
yeah. I'm like, hey, I'm texting her while I'm getting the gas. Like, hey, you got some food at the house? Like, and y'all gotta understand something. It's like, I remember, like, my mom. I slept in my mom's basement. My mom had mold on her walls. I'm talking about. I come off. So to be transparent, I caught a case, right? I caught a case. It forced me not to have a job. This is where it get crazy. So I couldn't get a job. So I'm sleeping in my mom's basement. It's mold on the walls. It ain't no heat down there. And I'm down there like, I'm down there. I ain't even mad. I'm down there like, I can't wait to get on. I promise you, when I get on, it's over for niggas. Like, and that's when you start to see who really checking up on you when you in a position where you can't give nothing.
You just said that. You don't got nothing to offer. You gonna see how somebody really treats you and how if they value you or not value you.
I'm telling y'all, it's real. And eventually I end up, getting into the position. I end up working a 9 to 5. I end up expunging my record and things like that. But I'm telling y'all, is when you get into a position like right now, like the position I'm in, I don't know if the love is real. I can't. What? Would you talk to me? What 50 say on 21 questions? Like he asked 21, would you still fuck with me if I ain't had nothing? Would you? You gotta understand. So I treat my relationships with a grain of salt because if you genuine, you gonna because I show love crazy. Like you know what I'm saying. If I love you, I love you. Ain't no question about it. I don't, But when you in a type of position, like you gotta think like people love Diddy till that news came out.
Facts.
He
TD
was
Jakes.
What?
Loved him.
He was a mogul. Like, bro was a mogul, and now everybody dissing him. You would never say that to that man's face.
Facts.
Why are you lying? Because that man can change your life in a day. And if you're a realistic person, you will let whatever happens happen, once everything's clear. Because you don't never know what happened. But people will see me and know, like, oh, he can change my life. I know you. Hey, I fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. You don't fuck with me.
You say certain stuff based off of the type of value that you hold somebody at.
Yeah, I can change your life tomorrow so you fuck with me. If I was broke as fuck, you wouldn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I treat the janitor like the CEO. I don't care what position you is. I'm gonna respect you. I went to New York. Dude was cleaning my shoes. I said, hey, bro, you want me to take my shoes? Oh, no, you can sit them right there. Oh, okay, hey, how you take your payment? Okay, I appreciate it. Shook his hand, looked him in his eye. I'm going to show you that same respect as I would show somebody that's gonna change my life because that's how I was raised. I don't care if you got $1 billion. I don't care if you got $0 in your account. I'm gonna respect you. Every time I'm out, I see y'all. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Same
You know what I'm
demeanor,
saying?
same temperament, everything.
Yeah, it's love. Like it's love, and I don't care what you can do for me, what you can't do for me, because I want y'all to understand that because y'all could pass me tomorrow. Not saying y'all not in front of me already. Don't take it easy, but y'all can. And then you'll remember, like, nah, T always. T show love. Let me help bro out in this position because I lap so many. When I tell y'all I lap so many, I'm talking about I lap so many people. They confused to think if I'm right beside them or not. And I always remember how somebody treated me. I'll never forget that. You ever go to a restaurant and there's bad food there and you like, but they treated me good. Maybe it was just a bad
service
day.
stick with me more than anything.
Oh, what?
The Kev is literally Kev one of them spiteful people. Nah, they brought me a plate with a stain on it last time I got you.
Yeah, like, but if you treated me good in that, hey, okay, look, it's not your fault. I got you. I'm gonna take care of you. It's no big deal. But if you treat me like that, I went to the bank I went to the bank the other day, and the lady said I can't get with you till next Thursday. And in my mind, I'm like, you know what the fuck you talking to? Excuse my language. I'm like, no, what? I said, nah. I said, hey, look, I know your job. Go reach out to somebody. I need to come in the bank tomorrow. Reached out to somebody. I got in the bank the next day at 10 a.m., talked to the guy. The whole time I'm talking to the guy for an hour. We're not talking about no money, no nothing. He asked me in my life, talking about his manager skills. I told him my experience at the post office. And then he's like, hey, I would love to come down to your office because I'm trying to start my own banking. I inspired him to get into entrepreneurship. And I said, hey, I'm looking to get like 6 figures from y'all. And he was like, I got you. Because he realized who I was as a person.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Right. Just because I came in there with some track pants or a baggy hoodie or something like that, you thought like I was just average. Or you probably type my name in the computer and realize, oh, you know, he only has about $8,000, and not realizing I got 10 other bank accounts and assets sitting out here. So you're treating me based off of what you see, but you don't really know who I am. Because if you would have really looked at me, you would have seen I got more than $8,000 on my hand. You get what I'm saying? Like, and people the people who treat people accordingly to the value that they can give them, I don't want to be around those people.
Yeah, it come down to like your character, because people look at you on the surface like, say you pull up in like, I don't know, a Ferrari or something. They looking at the Ferrari. That's all they care about. The Ferrari. Like, how can you help me get that? But like, when you look at the actual person and the character, that's the real value. Like, that's how they got the Ferrari. Like, being that kind of person. But you just want to look at the Ferrari and shit.
And that matters for when, like, I mean, we all CEOs. We headed to, you know, a boss status. You know what I'm saying? So when you looking for people that you want to join your company and work for your company and represent your company, you want them to have them qualities. You don't want them to just be what you offer the value of your name, because as soon as your name don't have value, they not fully bought in no more, and they not going hard no more, or they ready to jump shit. You know what I'm saying? You want people to be there based off of their character and based off of your character as well.
That's facts. That's facts.
Right. And then another thing, we just tied it to a circle. Then people fall off, and then you'll find someone who's on the same wave you on that's not even one of them people that's just looking for the next ship to jump on. You feel me? And then you realize that you find some shit you can build with, bro. That's why it's like sometimes it be good when you really get to see a nigga with your third eye and shit, and really it helps you because you not drawn into that. You know what I mean? Like, niggas is clones. Like, what's that thing on Dragon Ball Z Cell, or what's that shit? Niggas be out here just doing some crazy shit, just trying to jump on the next.
I feel like anything that don't, like, if you lack in authenticity, or like we spoke about how we inspire other people and they tried to do the same thing and eventually fell off because they didn't have the work ethic, they didn't have what it took. That's what happens when you riding a wave, or you just trying to do what's popular and you not doing what's authentic. You gotta be authentic to who you is, because that's where the longevity come in. That's where you maintain what you got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What got you to that point is being who you was, and that's what you gotta stick to. You can't allow the new environment or the new people that you around to change who you was. You know what I'm saying? So he treat the janitor just like the boss. That's something that's a a value, a moral of his. You know what I'm saying? That stick with you for life. That's integrity right there. That's how you stay true to who you is and how you never forget where you came from.
That's facts.
That's more than money too.
That's more than money.
Yeah, money can't buy that.
Money can't buy that. That's great. People see when I worked at the post office, is they used to move me around to different units because then people will bid, and the bid is people will want to come work for me, right? So they would move me to the hardest units because they knew I would get the most people to come over there and work for me because I treated people. I was compassionate. Hey, I called off work. I'm not saying why did you call off work. Hey, everything all right? You good? Is anything going on? You need some time? Or hey, all right, I understand. And when I first started my business, my photo booth business, right? So I did crowdfunding. Or if you're familiar with crowdfunding, it's where you get people to invest inside your business. And I told everybody, hey, look, I'm launching this business. I only need about, $25 or whatever the case may be from each person. What? You know how many people? Threw it at me. Dude, I'm talking about, I was like, oh my God, hey, I said, I don't know if I'm gonna pay y'all back. They're like, what? Here go $25. And I was able to fund my business immediately. And then my first customer was somebody that I worked with. You know what I'm saying? And my second customer, my third customer, because your character follows you wherever you go.
Man, yeah.
Right? Like
Name card. That's the richest thing you
oh,
got,
what?
man.
We talk credit. How's your name?
Man.
Right? Anybody? Yeah, no, that's your credit. Anybody that worked at the post office would be like, my credit is so good, it's to the point if somebody told you I did them wrong, you'd be like, nah, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Like, because everybody that I work with, when I was leaving the post office, they was like, I talk to people right now and they tell me like, bro, you're such an inspiration because you did it a transition so smooth. I didn't go out there with a loud bang. I set my goal. I said I want to be a manager in 5 years. I did it in 4. I got my $20,000 raise. I moved to Atlanta. And then when I got to the top, I realized they treated people like shit. I got to the top and they don't talk about people. They talk employee numbers. They tell people, oh yeah, nah. I had somebody got in a car crash and they still asked them to come to work.
Damn.
Then they told me to write them up when they came to, because they called off. And then we can get them out no, I'm not doing that.
Now you got to be the face of that. And they looking at you, the employee looking at you a certain way, not knowing that the top told me to do this.
Yeah.
The big wigs.
So I didn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And they was like, well, we're going to write you up. All right, I can take it. Y'all can write me up because I'm not the type of person, you're not going to make me do something I don't want to do.
You stand on something.
I stand on it. And my argument was you placed me in this position because you trust me with my employees. I'm a leader, not necessarily a boss. I'm a leader because I work with you. When I talk about my staff, I don't say, oh yeah, they work for me. I say, hey, they work with me. I can't do none of this if you don't come to work. So people used to call me, hey, I can't make it to work, or I cannot come in a shorter period of time or things like that, because at the end of the day, they respect me and understand that if I got to go out there and help you out or get my hands dirty, I'm going to do that. But a lot of people just like that title of being a boss, and it's not necessarily what you think it is, right?
And it's so
Bro,
crazy.
glad
People,
you-
no, go ahead.
Because I was really saying, it's like, bro, you work hard, and then you realize like going to the top ain't what you think it is, bro. And you
Man.
realize these people at the top ain't as beastie as you think they is either. Like
Man.
they damn near, it's like a high tier of slaves. They damn near Django, low
Bro,
key.
do y'all feel like, because obviously being an entrepreneur is the way to go. You should be working for yourself, or you should aspire to work for yourself. But do y'all think the longer you work for somebody else, like one of these corporate jobs, you feel me, in one of them positions, y'all think that's like programming you like further and further away from entrepreneurship? Because it's like that,
Damn
them
it.
type of mentalities, like somebody being able to tell you to go do something that you don't even feel is morally right, but you're doing it
You know,
anyway.
bro. A students, or no, I'm sorry. What's that?
C students work
C
for A
students.
students.
Yes. No.
C
A
students.
students work for C students.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because
I
no.
didn't hear that before. I didn't know where y'all was going.
I literally see that. You realize it's not about how beast you are. It's about how easily we can control you and tell you what to do, and you can be the face of what our bullshit.
I
Like,
think, I
facts.
think it come down to if you think for yourself, cause like I don't care how long I'm at a job. Like my main goal is like to get the fuck up out of here. Like I ain't trying to do that, but some people like they just don't have that kind of ambition. Like you said, you should work for yourself, but I don't think everybody got that in you. Like if you don't got that in you, I think you should strive to work for somebody who do got that in them. Like,
Facts.
who
I feel
is
that.
who got
I
something.
do feel
it's
that.
real ass
I
shit.
do
Nah,
feel
you
that.
actually just snapped,
Yeah.
because that's kind of the instance we was in too. Because like our manager, me and Dusky, we just don't rock with the nigga, because it's like, and I'm seeing how shit led by him under his will don't work, because it's like you gotta have the top gotta be strong too,
Yeah.
or else everything under it just gonna crumble.
No,
Like,
that's facts.
And you don't want somebody, not saying that I'm, you feel me, not a good employee, but you don't want somebody working for you that eventually wants to work for themselves. Because I'm not all the way bought into your vision.
Oh,
You
yeah, that's
feel me?
facts.
And speaking directly to the people that do aspire to be an entrepreneur one day, working for themselves, making enough money for themselves that they don't have to work for somebody else. The longer that you work them jobs, them 9 to 5s, and you taking orders and doing shit that you morally don't agree with, it is going like you gonna kind of build a callus to it, and you gonna start to like accept it a little bit subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta actively be working for your own future, because the longer you let it go, you say you give yourself a 2-year time frame, and throughout that 2 years, you don't do shit but take them orders and do what you told to do. Then 2 years pass, you ain't really did much to really put yourself in a better position to be an entrepreneur. Now you just basically accepted that last 2 years of your life as
you
normal.
got nothing to show for it. Like, for example, I've been the general manager of Meyer, and I'm not saying that, I'm saying, I've been the general manager for Meyer for 25 years. I did shit, everything for Meyer. I ain't do shit for.
Yeah.
I could be urban. You for urban.
That's-
Like, but like, I ain't do shit for myself, nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
You done save them $15,000 just so you can ask them for a $5,000 raise.
And they don't care about you.
don't give a fuck, bro.
And now it's up to their discretion. That's whether I want to give it to you or
It's
not.
it's the next man up, right? Like, people gotta understand it's the next man up. You're gonna fill that position. Like, I have employees, I have people who say, "Hey, I need raises" or whatever, and I come in from a business aspect as, if I don't feel like you deserve that raise, I'm gonna find somebody to fill that position. It's just a business. Hey, I fuck with you. I would love for you to work with me, but from a business aspect, I don't feel like you deserve that. So I'll find somebody to take that job. I appreciate your qualities, but you can go about your business. But sometimes is people see, and I forgot you said something, but this really dawned on me, is when I realized money doesn't move me anymore, right? If money moves you, then you're being controlled. I've turned down so much money for somebody, like, to be transparent with y'all, people be like, "Oh man, your prices is $5K now." Yeah, because at the end of the day, is how bad you want this. Cause I'm gonna show you how to make a bag. I'm gonna pour into you, but if you can't spend I don't have $5K. You can go. Somebody can find $5,000. So money doesn't move me anymore. I've had people offer me, "Hey, look, can you trade for me? I'll give you 10% or what. What I need that for? I'm gonna make my own money." Or, "Hey, I can place you in this position." I don't care about it because I'm going to make my own money. Keon was talking earlier, and a lot of people showed up to my masterclass. Now, could have way more people showed up? For sure. But the people who showed up is like, hey, this is the people I'm aligned with. That's the people that I want to be around. That's the people, because a lot of times is we take quantity over quality. And we got to understand that quality is more important, because I'd rather be around some people that genuinely show up, that pay me for a service, knowing I probably would give it to them for free. You get what I'm saying? And that's how we got to look at the aspect of life. When I was in my 9 to 5, all those people who crowdfunded my business and started my business and weren't looking for a repayment back meant something to me, because it's like, damn, I really helped y'all out like that. I just genuinely checked on you. I never gave you $1. Or I've bought people lunches and things like that out of my pocket, but it's like, damn, you got to really be a good person. And everybody ain't good people. Everybody has ulterior motives to fuck with you. They may come to you and be like, "Oh, what can I get out of bro?" And then they may come to you with an offer, and you be like, "Oh, okay," because you may be a lovable, genuine person, and then they come back around. "Remember, I did that for you."
Facts.
Like, damn, like
It was never genuine.
yeah, like you was never genuine in the first place. I never count favors. If somebody do something for me, I appreciate it. I don't even like asking people for favors.
Yeah. That's the reason people don't like asking for favors in the first place. It's like, because I know you want something in return. Or you may not want nothing in return right now, but as soon as I got something to offer, you going to want something.
Man,
Or
what?
if you ask me for something, I say no. now you gonna feel some type of way because you gonna be like,
Listen, say that again because I'm about to go in on that subject. Like I'm about to go in on that subject. So this is a real scenario, and I'm a transparent person. And no cap, I was paying my sister's tuition. I haven't talked to my sister in 6 months because I told her you have to start paying your own tuition. She feels like because I'm obligated to pay her tuition because I made it. What have you ever done for me?
right, you didn't put in the work to get me here.
What? You didn't give me $1. You never
Hold on,
gave
what
me
work
$1.
you gonna put in to get to where you want to be, and not to insult your sister? or
No,
anything.
no, it's real.
But it's also like, what work do you? How bad do you want to get where you going?
But
You
yeah.
feel me? Because if I'm gonna be willing to pay for it, obviously I believe in you. Obviously I'm this much invested into you. How invested are you in yourself?
Man,
Right.
what?
That's what you got to show yourself. Because it's like, for example, college is easy to get fucked up in. Like, for one, you got debt, and then
It's a
you
rat
might
race.
not fuck around and get with what you want. Niggas switching majors and shit. So that's
Yeah.
why if you putting your money into it, I know you fucking serious. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Because you got to be taking the right class. Like it is a rat
Yeah,
race. It's
bro.
a fact.
You gotta kind of like question the way people look at things, like, cause she could have not. We don't want to talk that.
No, you good. Like, you're good. Like, yours good. Like, I'm telling you, you're good.
Well,
Right
she
quick.
could have looked at it like, damn, he gave me like this many months or this many year grace period. Now, from that's enough time for me to get situated to where I can start. You know,
Right.
making a-
But that's the thing. And the whole thing is like, I repaired your credit. I told you, hey, 6 months from now, or no, it was 9 months. 9 months from now, you're going to have to pay your own stuff. You never talked about it because you assumed I'm getting the bag. This is my obligation. You got a nigga. First off,
Hey, talk about it.
what's your man's doing? Second off, why am I? What did you do for me? Now, if somebody, hey, you coming to pick my kids up, you watching my kids, you know, if you're adding value to,
No doubt.
cool, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because you put in the work, you're not giving me nothing. So why am I obligated because I put the work in and you never did? That's a problem, right? Right. So him 500 said this best. I'm a resource, not the resource. Don't think you're going to come to me when you get an issue, when you get a problem, because I'm the one who can take it away. People was clowning Jay-Z when he said he wouldn't give his cousin $4,000 to start a business. You're a billionaire. Does that make me obligated to give it
Give
to
him
you?
$4,000.
No, that doesn't make me obligated to give it to you. You could have came to me and said, "Hey, how can I work for you to get this $4,000?"
so nigga got a $4,000 credit line. Like,
Hey.
like it ain't shit. Nigga, Jay-Z's my collateral. Nigga.
Think of something to sell to me for $4,000. You
Yeah.
could have went and made your own shirt and told me, hey, as soon as you wear this, it's worth $4,000. So you might as well buy it.
You exact. Hey, cuz, can you do this for me? I don't want no money from you, but okay, easy. Because if somebody willing to come around and put some work in and actually do something for some, what? I'll find something for you to
Facts.
do all day. I got something for you to do.
I can put my money
What?
behind that.
I wouldn't even feel comfortable like just getting receiving a handout like without me offering it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a kid come to my door and he said my grass was already cut. He said, "Hey, can I cut your grass?" I said, "No, but I'll make you a deal." I said, "Look," I said, "How much you charge to cut grass?" She said, like $20. I was like, "All right, look, I'm gonna give you $40. Go cut 2 people's grass for free." Now you built that relationship with them. Now they expect you not. You're already paid. Your service is already paid for. Go cut their grass for free. Now you got a guaranteed customer that's gonna come to you and say, "Hey, I respect that kid for cutting my grass." And they might give you $100. Your service is already paid, but come check on me next time my grass isn't cut, because at the end of the day is if you trying to get it on your own, you know, you're not asking for a handout. I may not have no work for you, but I respect it so much that I can figure something out to make it work in your benefit. And when you in a position like mine, I don't take this for granted at all, because I could lose it all tomorrow. Like I told you, I've been broke 3 times in my life, and the 3rd time I went broke, you know, it's crazy, and I never said this story publicly, but I was in Jackson Pike, and I had got arrested, and I was on a cot, and I remember I wasn't on the cot, I was on the little bench on the ground, and I was like, God, if you get me out of this, I promise you I'm gonna change my life. Now that's everybody say that when they get locked up. That's the normal prayer. I said, God, I'm gonna get out of this. And then that's the first time I ever heard God speak to me. He was like, all right, I got you. And I was like, what the fuck? And then the officer came in and he said, Arthur, roll him up. I was like, oh shit. I got chills. I was like, oh, this is real. And then I cut everybody off I was around. Everybody, or people was coming to my house. Hey, bro, you trying to come hoop? I can't be around you. I was dating a girl at the time, and she was messing with one of the dudes that I got locked up with, and I cut her off as collateral damage. Because he talked to your sister, and he's still gonna be around if I'm kicking it with you. I can't do it.
Exactly.
You gotta go. Yeah. And at the end of the day, sometimes we have to focus on ourselves. Sometimes we have to isolate ourselves to get to where we need to go.
Less is
and
more.
if you cool, like my dude Adrian was getting his master's degree, sent me a text. He said, hey, bro, I'm not about to be outside. I'm not about to be talking to you a lot. I'm focused on my master's degree. I ain't talked to bro for like 6 months. I'm talking about a text here and there, but I wasn't mad because you had to get to where you needed to be.
And at the end of the day, we still like this. If the man go, the man go. We still like this.
Yeah.
Because I don't need nothing from you, but for you to need that from yourself, for real.
Exactly. We gotta. Sometimes it's not that your friend is acting funny or your family member is acting funny. They're trying to do something for themselves and what they need to focus. And if you think somebody's acting funny, then you're not for that person. Because at the end of the day, we all have goals. And even though you love this family member or this friend, they may not align with where you're trying to go. I'm going to talk to you when I get to where I need to go. Once I talk to you when I get to where I need to go, I can possibly pull you up if that's where you want to go. But as of right now, I got to get to where I need to go.
I think that's the biggest issue in our community, like the black community, is just letting go of them factors that's holding you down. Because it's a crab in a bucket, environment, but we kind of latching on to the crabs ourselves. You feel me? Like, we asking to be in that environment instead of, you feel me, deliberately, hey, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna eliminate these factors from being around me. I might want to go do this, but I'm gonna, you feel me, have self-control, self-restraint. I'm gonna, you feel me, withdraw from that. You feel me?
And understand where to give yourself the blame. A lot of people be like, oh, no, it was Chester, man. It was Chester. Like, no, nigga, like, you got to remember, it was both of y'all, but you chose to fuck with Chester. Now that's you that got to choose.
Bro, that's a fact, bro. You'll be in a high speed, you feel me? You'll end up getting caught. And you want to blame Chester because he ain't hit the left after, you feel me? Y'all was going 170 miles per hour. He couldn't hit the left after, you feel me? Y'all was about to get caught.
That's facts. You can't blame. Listen, you know who you're around. You know who you're dealing with. You know what type of person they are. If you choose to be around that type of person, then that's just what you do.
You got what you had coming.
Every time I ever got arrested, I got arrested with the same person. Not one time did I blame him. Not one time did I say, you. I said, nah, I got to just cut you off. I love you, but I got to cut you off because this is not where I need to see myself going. And everybody that I hung around growing up all went to prison. Not to say that wasn't, they probably learned from it, and I understand that they probably learned from it. They needed that in their life, but that wasn't for me. You ever been somewhere and you was just like, man, I ain't supposed to be here.
You knew it already. You ain't got to learn no more lessons.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you knew that already.
Listen to your body, not your mind. Your body gonna tell you first. Your intuition is gonna tell you how to move before your mind. Because if you're arguing with yourself in your mind, like, man, no, go with your body.
Arguing with yourself, literally, that is crazy. You gonna tell you
I'm
that
telling
you wrong. That's crazy.
If I get a gut feeling I ain't supposed to be, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. I'm like, what's wrong? Nothing. I just gotta go. Y'all coming or not?
It is what it is.
I gotta go. Never argue with yourself. Your mind's gonna trick you. Your mind gonna trick you and try to tell you.
But your mind is what's programmed.
Yeah,
so that's what's going to trick you.
Man, I'm tripping. Nah, your body will tell you when something ain't right. You're into it. They all ever heard of a woman's intuition? Mm-hmm. How she know I'm out doing? I just know. You can't argue with them because their body told them that women are more in tune with themselves. Right, us men, we ain't really in tune with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Our blood run a certain way. Everything else go. Women is in tune with themselves. So if a woman says something, and it's like, men will try to argue. You're not making sense. I don't need to make sense. I know, and they be right most of the time. So,
see, we just hit like the hour mark.
The little Owski mark. Yeah. That was a clean one, man. That was clean. Hey, it was a lot of, I'm in my prime. It was a lot of, you feel me, ways you could take it as far as like with the title. But
damn, I ain't even get my questions off, but
go ahead.
Go ahead. All right, bet. So like through your journey, was there any people like influential people that like or like mentors that you had?
So I had a mentor in the post office. Her name was Paula Williams. I decided to quit supervising one time when I got into it with another supervisor. And she came got me. She said, don't ever let nobody stop your money. You know, and after that, I was able to go to Atlanta, move to Atlanta, and make, I had a $20,000 raise. But when I was out there, I seen people like us. I seen, you know, minorities making thousands of dollars, millions of
Minorities
dollars.
making millions.
Minorities making millions. And had she not spoke that into me, I would have never been where I'm at today.
How influential do you think moving from Columbus to Atlanta, just moving out of your city, period, how you feel like that impacted like your growth and trajectory?
Yeah, listen, it's so crazy you asked that. I have nothing against Columbus. I love Columbus. If I travel somewhere, sometimes I get homesick. But if you look at how these other cultures are moving in other cities and things like that, like Miami, you listen. They say more people are happier where the sun is at.
That's facts.
More people are in shape where the sun is at because they gotta have their shirt off. Here we get used to where we're at, and it's like, okay, we get a beast or we're not as happy because it's gloomy. It's cold as fuck outside.
Real shit.
It's like polar
I'm
outside.
depressed. Like, nah, for real. Like,
You might get the sun.
Yeah.
You walk out there, you
Do you want to go to the gym when it's 10 degrees?
You don't want to do nothing.
Hell no, you don't
Man.
want to go to the gym when it's
bro,
10
but
degrees.
what's crazy is every Columbus artist that like blew up had to leave,
Moved.
before they died, like before they did it. Which
And I
actually
think I think it go beyond just music. I think it, like he said, you feel me? Like sometimes you just gotta leave and gain traction outside of your city. You feel me? To show you what you could be doing. We went to Atlanta and we spoke about it because of how powerful it was when we felt it. But we went to Atlanta and felt the shift in STB. You feel me? Where we was in our city for 3-4 years, we've been doing the same shit, but it didn't feel like it did out there.
Nah,
You
really,
feel
I
me?
feel you.
Like, we felt a little bit more
I
important
feel
out
like we
there.
was the only niggas doing that shit out
No,
there.
it's
Like,
And when we
that.
got back, we started holding ourselves to that same standard. Like, oh, we that important even when we get back.
A little bit.
Yeah,
more.
what? When y'all came to that mansion, I'm like, oh, it's lit.
Yeah.
I was excited. Like,
Canby
oh.
Mansion.
I was nervous.
Bro, we was nervous as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey,
Hey, no, they walked through the house glowing, like literally, like, Gab, you not
No,
gonna believe
oh
it.
God, niggas woke my nigga up, bro.
Yeah. I think it was Deuce or Keon. I said, I said, bro, that's YK Osiris, bro. Go get
God,
it.
yeah.
Go get that.
Man,
Nah, like, bro, when you in them type of rooms, bro, like, I used to be the same way. I used to be in them type of rooms. I'm like, oh my God. Like, that's Effie? Like, oh, shit. But now I'm in them rooms and it's like,
shout out to you, man. Effie is.
listen,
Shout out to you, man.
I'm like, yo, these people are just people just like us, yo. These people
Facts,
are just
though.
people just like us. And it not to say don't knock what they've done or they're accomplished. Definitely get them their flowers. But at the end of the day, they like to be interviewed. They like to be talked to. They like to see. Like, it's an honor for me to just even, when he asked me, bro, you know, what? I'm pulling up. But y'all got to understand something. Everybody has their turn. This could be the next Earn Your Leisure. You get what I'm saying? And I look back and be like, shit, I was the first one on there. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got to understand that this is only going to go as big and as far as y'all want it to. You get what I'm saying? But y'all got to, and I always told y'all this, even when y'all had picked me up from the airport, like, this, having genuine friends around each other, y'all have accountability partners. We don't have, listen, so many people tell me and Adrian all the time, I wish I had a business partner. I wish I had somebody I can call or pack up and take a trip with or, you know, just talk about life with. Don't never do anything to mess this up because when you're an adult, you're not going to make new friends. I'm telling you, you're not going to make, if you make a new friend, it's rare. Don't mess anything up that y'all got going on because y'all are going to be the ones that pull each other up. Keon may go down to Atlanta. You may go down to Miami. You may go to L.A. You may go to New York. And y'all saying each other's name in a room that nobody would have never said your name in. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
And when y'all keep that together, because I say I've made Adrian connections in which he got made thousands of dollars off of by just saying his name, but they paid him off of my strength of my name. So understand your name and your connections hold weight. So anytime somebody sees my content or something, what I say, Keon, go follow Keon. Go hit bro up, or I'll share or I'll tag it or anything like that, because at the end of the day, we're gonna pull each other up. Y'all young too. Like, how old are y'all?
25.
Yeah, I was broke at that age.
Hey.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, I didn't have this. I didn't have an entrepreneur mind. I always made money. I didn't have an entrepreneur set. But if I would have had I had friends, but let me tell y'all something. I was the big dog in the room. Never be the big dog in the room, ever. If you're making $50K a year and your friends is making $30K, you in the wrong room. Because you only can pull them up to make that $50K. What can they do for you?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to understand, go inside them rooms where they're making millions and millions. You may run across somebody that's doing the same thing you doing, but they're making way more money. Hey, how'd you do that? Hey, people love to talk about themselves. People love to pull. I love to pull some. If somebody come to me that trade stocks that don't really know too much about stocks, I got you. Don't worry about paying me. Let me show you what to do. I got a guy right now that sat in the far back row of the conference we hosted 2 years ago that made me $50,000 last year. Because he came in my basement and said, "Can you please show me this shit?" So always embrace being a little dog in the room. All right?
Surrender to it.
Love.
You got some more.
Was there like a turning point in your life, like with working and stuff?
Yeah, so I say this all the time. You probably heard this on other podcasts, but I went to work one day and they told me I had to pick my son off the bus at 4:30, and my boss, bro, was a dickhead. He told me I couldn't go get my son. I was like, well, tell me I can't get my son off the bus? He like, nah, this mail got to go out. Once again, I don't care who you are, or you're not going to tell me what to do. So I went and picked my son off the bus, but for the fact that you thought you had the authority to tell me that, oh, nah. So I started going harder in the market. I started making more money than I was making at my job before I came in. I would flex. Oh, well, I would come in with the phone in my hand. Hey, bro, this is what I made today. Oh, man, what? You made that? Yeah, I made that. Talk to me different. Talk to me as if, because I would walk out this bitch because this money is not inspiring me to stay at my job.
Facts.
So once I start showing them that I was making that type of money, they stopped talking to me different. They started feeling as if, hey, we're so thankful you came in type shit. So yeah, that was my pivotal point.
So like your manager, so when you heard that, like, and then like once you got successful, you don't ever want to be like him. Like, do you think, like, look at it like that? Like,
Yeah, I never wanted to be like him in general, because I don't like people that treat people like shit. I'm not a fan of that. If I'm around somebody and somebody treating me like I'll pull you to the side, chill out, or we can separate our ways, because I don't care. If you treat me like shit, all right, I'm gonna reciprocate the energy. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I don't like treating people like shit. So for you to tell me the fact that I would never tell somebody you can't pick your son off the bus. I'm going to take aside what I got to do and say, all right, I'll stay over. Can you get your son off the bus? Just hurry back when you can. And I don't know if y'all had it yet, but y'all going to have a pivotal moment in y'all's life where y'all like, it's either, I'm telling y'all either going to go right or y'all going to go left.
I had to, I don't even want to get all the way into it, because it's a lot of stuff that I like probably can't divulge right now. But I had that moment, and it was just like the shift was literally who I want to be around, what I want to value, what I see as a loss. Like all of that changed. Like I was willing to make $1,000 investment now. I'm willing to make a $5,000 investment now. When I first got in Ethereum, like that was a crazy purchase at the time. You feel me? But the turnaround was crazy. Yeah, the turnaround was like immediate, and then it went down. But it was like, I seen what that did. Like now this is what I'm on. And then another pivotal point for me was having a little bit of money and not showing people or not telling people that I got that.
Facts.
And seeing how they treat you versus, and also knowing what they got. You feel me? You can kind of gauge whether you got more than somebody, or if you don't, or if they're in the same realm as you, but people that you know ain't really doing too much and they feel a certain way or they talk in a certain way, like how you said, like that you see people reach a certain status and feel that that's the end all be all, when you might be a little bit higher than that and you still as humble as you can be.
Facts. Like, I know what.
It showed me a lot about you.
I know they got more money than me that y'all never even, what? I'll be around people and I'll be like, bro, you got like 3-4 mil. I know a guy right now that make $4 million a year, and y'all will never know that he make $4 million a year because he's so goofy. But it's like, nah, bro, really got the bag, and y'all gotta that's why I don't never know who I'm talking to, and I always want to come across straightforward how I am as a person, because if you don't accept me for me, then I'm okay with that. But I don't never want to disrespect any type of person. So my pivotal switch was realizing, like I told you, I got to the top and it didn't work out. And then my pivotal switch was somebody told me what I could and what I couldn't do. Okay. Now I control. Now I wake up every day and I control my own life.
I wanna. We kind of gotta wrap it up too.
Oh,
After this
yeah, my
because
bad.
I got work at 9:30. But I want you to explain what you wearing the rich off options, because it go into what you explained. The way you explained it to me earlier.
Oh,
it
yeah,
go
I got
into
you.
Kind of what you were saying, like how you got into the market, and then your boss was. You had the option to go. So I just want you to,
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
explain
So look, y'all. So look, I got on right now. It says rich off options, right? So people think because I'm an option trader that I'm talking about the stock market. I'm not. Rich off options is having the option to do whatever the fuck you want to do. So whether that's trucking, a 9 to 5, whether that's any entrepreneurship ventures, you have the option to do it. So I'm rich because I realize I have the option. Never feel obligated to do anything. Always understand that you have an option. I talked to an employee before and I got in a large argument with her, and she was like, I don't have to come to work. And I'm like, you got to pay your bills. You got to do something. She was like, then my bills might not just get paid, but I still have the option to do what I want to do. And now coming from this standpoint where I'm at now in life, I'm thinking like I was wrong in that argument, because we all have an option to do what we want to do. If you wake up and you choose what you want to do every day, then you're rich.
Rich problems.
Exactly. People align the word rich with money, and it's not the case. You get what I'm saying?
It's so powerful because when I was working at Target, it was so many people that would complain all day, but I was just like, you don't have to be here. At any moment, like,
for real.
Like what you saying, go into like being a victim or being like the creator of a situation.
Mhm.
It's the only way to get rich is to create that situation.
And it's full
Exactly.
circle, because we was talking about this at the beginning of the podcast. People creating their own problems. You don't have to come to work.
You don't have to.
gotta pay your phone, but you didn't have to have a phone. You feel me? You didn't have to buy a car. You could bike to work every day. You chose to have a car. You chose to have that car
Exactly.
payment. You feel me? So it's like you created all them issues.
Right. So rich off options is simply, hey, I'm rich off of my choosing. I'm rich in my own aspect. And when I say rich, I'm not aligning that with money. I'm aligning that with the value based of what I think, whatever it is, because understand something, perception is everything. If you think you're rich, then you're rich. But what rich are you? Because a lot of more people got way more money than me. But at the same time, in spirit, I could be richer than them. You get what I'm saying? So that's what rich off options is, brody.
That's money right there, man. That's money.
Shit.
He started calling on people. Hey, prayer right
Hey, nah,
quick.
I got it. So this wrap it up. Our first episode, our first interview right here. We got Stock Trader T, man. Y'all make sure to go follow him on Instagram at
Stock Trader T, y'all know what time it is, man. I appreciate the gang having me, man.
Man,
Always
the gang
love.
appreciate. Hey, this is a recurring guest right here. It's lifelong STB
It's lit.
right
It's
here.
lit. Love,
You
love.
feel me? So shout out to T, man. Y'all stay tuned with us, man.
Love.